Hi, so this is my interpretation of the different characters and their wolves in the Tale of Tales game, The Path. And I'm just gonna go by their age, youngest to oldest. So, the first girl is Robin, and I think her wolf was, well, it was literally a wolf, well, a werewolf, but I think that her death has to do with being naive, and she said that a wolf is her favorite animal on the website, and I think that it is learning that the world is not as innocent and pleasant as it seems. And I don't know, that was kind of straightforward for me. It wasn't really one of the most interesting ones. I felt bad bringing her to it. I was freaked out. I'm like, she's too little. The next girl is Rose, and I think Rose was sick with some sort of illness. She kind of had bags under her eyes, and she was always talking about being free and whatnot, and she's very empathetic towards others, and I think that all the symbolism of water could have been tears and depression on the fact that life is ending so soon, and that her wolf was almost like a theistic type figure that she's lifting up to the heavens. And when she went to the graveyard, she says their bodies go in the ground and their souls go to the sky, or something along those lines. And I think she was the only character that literally died. And I think that, so basically she has dying. The next girl is Ginger. I think a lot of people put Ginger as her wolf as being having her period, but I think that if one of the official artworks, they show her doing graffiti, and one of the images she uses is two girls holding hands, and I think that her wolf was sexual orientation and relationships and how they kind of trapped her with the wire, like maybe she felt trapped by her sexual orientation, or she became in a dangerous situation because of she was with someone who wasn't emotionally stable, as her wolf pulls her down when she's on the ground. And the barbed wire could try to be, when she escapes from this person, she gets cut. Well, not literally, but she gets hurt. So there's that. I really like Ginger. She was the first one I played. I think that there are a lot of different theories for her. The next one is Ruby, who, even though I just said I really like Ginger, she was my favorite. I think that she's a little bit sardonic, and I really like that quality, actually. And I think Ruby's wolf was loss of identity. She seems really kind of set in her ways about being a loner, and oh, I don't fit in with them, oh, look, I have a leg brace, etc., etc. And then when she finds out, this kind of greaser looking guy comes up and is socializing with her, and everything's going well, that she's accepted. And I think it's a way that she kind of took pride in being a different type of person, and that loss of originality and being unique is a terrible thing for her. For Carmen, I think that Carmen's wolf was being egotistical and egocentric. I think that she obviously got in a relationship with the forester, which I think was a good image, because foresters cut down trees, which it's kind of a selfish motivation, because you're destroying the home of an animal, there's going to be destroying the rainforest, etc., etc. And also in her house, that they have burning trees, so I think a lot of things to do with selfishness. And I think that in the end, the Forrester, who I do think she was someone she was in a relationship with, couldn't take it anymore and left her. And I think that the X's on the beer cans could be like axed or rejected, or him chopping her up wasn't literal, but kind of that's how she felt, that, oh no, I'm not the perfect person that everybody wants to be with. So there's that. And for Scarlett, who's the older sister, I think that her wolf was realizing that she will never accomplish her dreams or goals. She is always taking care of her younger sisters, and she notes, oh, she loves music. And in her house, there's a room where all the instruments are floating away towards the ceiling, which she'll never become an accomplished musician. And also in her house, there's a room with a ton of books everywhere, and on the floor there's a lot of empty jars, which look like the jars that people who collect bugs put jars in, so never finishing the tasks that she wanted to accomplish, like learn a new language, or even more literal, finish a collection or read a novel or whatever. And I forget where it was, but I was reading that somewhere Scarlett was talking about how she wanted a man that was sophisticated, and she does mention it a little bit in the game. And I think that the man that she encounters at the piano was what she thought was her ideal partner, and that she was satisfied with that, but the images that flash in her last room, he turns out to be manipulative as for the puppet strings, and this kind of is the final straw for her in realizing that she's a bit of a perfectionist, that perfection will never come to her. So, sorry this was really bad. I just kind of said it off the top of my head, and I don't know, play it, I guess? Sorry, I'm not the most eloquent person. Thank you. Goodbye.